February 21st, 2025. It seemed like any other day. People woke up, grabbed their phones, and checked their bank balances. But for millions of Americans, something was wrong. Very wrong. The Chime app, a popular online banking platform, was down. Across the country, users were met with error messages and spinning wheels of doom. Panic set in. Had they been hacked? Was their money gone? The outage, which lasted for several hours, sent shockwaves through the digital world. Chime, known for its user-friendly interface and accessibility, had become a lifeline for many, particularly those without traditional bank accounts. Suddenly they were cut off from their funds, unable to pay bills, buy groceries, or access their hard-earned cash. The outage served as a stark reminder of our growing dependence on technology and the vulnerabilities that come with it. As social media lit up with complaints and memes, the hashtag #ChimeDown began trending nationwide. Users shared their frustrations, anxieties, and even humorous takes on the situation. But beneath the surface, a deeper concern lingered. What happens when our digital lives are disrupted? What are the real-world consequences of relying so heavily on online services? The Chime outage highlighted a critical issue in our increasingly digital world: the fragility of online systems and the very real impact they have on our daily lives. It served as a wake-up call, reminding us that even the most reliable technology can fail, leaving us vulnerable and exposed. Imagine this: you're at the grocery store, bags full of essentials ready to check out. You reach for your phone, open the Chime app, and nothing. Just a blank screen or an error message. Suddenly, the convenience of digital banking evaporates, leaving you stranded with a cart full of groceries and no way to pay. This was the reality for countless Chime users during the February 21st outage. For many, the inability to access their funds was more than just an inconvenience. It was a full-blown crisis. People relying on Chime for essential expenses like rent, utilities, and medication were left scrambling. The outage exposed the precarious financial situation many Americans face, living paycheck to paycheck with little to no savings to fall back on. The frustration was palpable. Users flocked to social media expressing their anger, fear, and desperation. Some shared stories of missed bill payments, while others worried about putting food on the table. The outage underscored the human cost of technological failures, highlighting the very real consequences for those who rely on these services the most. The Chime outage was a harsh reminder that our digital lives are intricately intertwined with our physical realities. When those digital systems fail, the impact can be immediate, far-reaching, and deeply unsettling. It's a vulnerability we can no longer afford to ignore. The fallout from the Chime outage extended far beyond the immediate inconvenience. It cast a long shadow over the entire online banking sector, raising serious questions about security, reliability, and the trust we place in these institutions. After all, if a platform like Chime, known for its accessibility and user-friendly approach, could experience such a widespread outage, what's to say it couldn't happen again? Or worse, happen to other financial institutions? The outage eroded user trust, a currency more valuable than any digital token. People began questioning the wisdom of entrusting their financial well-being to online platforms. Were these services truly reliable, or were they ticking time bombs waiting to explode and leave users scrambling in the digital debris? The incident served as a stark reminder that even in the digital realm, trust is paramount. When that trust is broken, it can be incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to rebuild. The Chime outage highlighted the need for greater transparency, accountability, and robust contingency plans within the online banking sector. The event forced users to confront an uncomfortable truth: our digital lives, including our finances, are built on a foundation of trust. When that foundation cracks, the consequences can be far-reaching and deeply unsettling. Section 4. When apps go dark, the broader implications of digital dependency. The Chime outage wasn't just about a banking app going down. It exposed a much larger issue: our society's growing dependence on digital technologies and the vulnerabilities that come with it. From communication and transportation to healthcare and finance, our lives are increasingly intertwined with the digital world. And while this digital revolution has brought about undeniable progress, it's also created new points of failure, as the Chime outage so vividly demonstrated. Imagine a world without instant communication, GPS navigation, or online banking. For many, this isn't a hypothetical scenario. It's a reality they face every day. The Chime outage served as a stark reminder of the digital divide that separates those with reliable access to technology from those without. It highlighted the need for greater digital equity, ensuring everyone has access to the tools and resources necessary to thrive in our increasingly digital world. The outage also raised concerns about data security and privacy. As we entrust more of our personal information to online platforms, we become increasingly vulnerable to cyber attacks, data breaches, and other digital threats. The Chime incident served as a wake-up call, reminding us of the importance of strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and other cybersecurity measures. The Chime app's temporary collapse exposed a fundamental vulnerability of our digital age, our over-reliance on technology. It reminded us that while digital tools can be incredibly powerful, they're not infallible. And when they fail, the consequences can be significant.